You're going to someone's house. There's another person who's going into the house walks in before you. You hear the host say to them, before you come in, please make sure that you don't essay anyone in the house. Would you then go, she's just explaining the rules of the house? It'd be very liberal and woke of me to assume that she needed to say that to that particular person for a particular reason. Yeah, I'll walk in with my kids and go into this house. Hello and welcome to the Off the Party Line podcast with me, your host, Mark Williams, joined as I am ever. He's still here by my wonderful co-host, Mr. Peter Farrington. Peter, how are you doing, sir?
I'm okay, Mark. I'm probably sound a little bit nasally tonight. I'm a bit under the weather, but I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Glad to be here.
You've not been well. You're gonna sound rough all episode.
Yeah. How are you doing, Mark?
Yeah, I am red and sweaty, ready to start the episode, and I can't even have my fan on because that's going to go into the microphone. So I'm going to suffer for the audience, and you will have to look at my sweaty face until I cool down. But today we're going to talk about one topic today, Peter, and that topic is our government, the UK government, issued a leaflet which has caused a bit of a stir.
Yes, it has indeed.
Now, why would a leaflet cause a bit of a stir? Well, why don't we have a little look at it and we'll see what's caused news.
Come and troll through the GOVT website with us.
This is never tell us, audience, that we don't give you the most wonderful content. We are treating you to a gov.uk page for, I think, possibly the third episode.
It's true.
We have gone through dry gov.uk web pages sometimes. Here's another one. This is gov.uk/government/publications/understanding behaviours and expectations in the UK, a guide for asylum seekers. Now, we've got these documents here. We're going to have a little look at them. But now, this seems to me a perfectly sensible thing to do, Peter. There's people coming to the country from another country. I'm sure it's going to be explained how to get a house, what kind of money they're going to be using. It's going to be different money. It's going to be the weather's a bit different. What kind of, you're going to have a raincoat.
Yeah,
not in recent months, but you will. You don't be fooled. People who've just arrived in the last few months, you're going to need a raincoat at some point. So I'm sure that's what we're going to be. But let's confirm our assumptions by actually looking at the PDF, right? So this is a genuine leaflet, the UK government. So in the guide to behaviours and expectations, here we go. You ready? Here are the contexts. Living in the UK, okay, good. Gender equality, okay. Domestic abuse, sex and consent, respect in public. An interesting choice of topics.
Yeah.
I wonder why
for new arrivals.
I wonder why these topics in particular have been chosen, but maybe it'll become clear as we go through. Peter, now you can see these are the examples of the people who live in the UK. Just up here, people have big sash windows and they water plants with a watering can on their windowsill. That's life in the UK. I mean, there's a cup of tea there. I think that's a bit on the nose, but there we go. Now then. You are in the UK because you are seeking asylum. We'll get to that later. We understand that coming to a new country can be difficult and laws and customs here may be different from your home country. Absolutely right. That's definitely true. There 100%. Are laws that protect everyone's safety, dignity and rights. I mean, slightly questionable if all of our freedoms are protected like that, but we'll see. Let's move on to the meat of it, right? Gender equality. In the UK, men and women have equal rights. This is an important part of UK culture and is protected by law. Interesting. Women can work and earn their own money, study and go to school or university, travel freely, choose who they marry or choose not to marry, and make their own decisions about their lives.
Why would it be so important to just spell that out on the third page?
Yeah, that's interesting, that, isn't it? And I notice, conspicuous by its absence, Peter, is what men can do.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
There's a section here on what women can do, but it's not clear to me what men can do in the UK. Is it clear to you?
No, not really.
Are men able to work and earn their own money, or is that just such a given that you would never need to explain that to anybody? That's interesting, isn't it? So that's interesting further clarification. Women do not need permission from a husband, father, brother, or any other man to do any of these things. This is new information for people. Men and women are treated equally by the law, by employers, by schools, and by services like hospitals and the police. It's against the law to treat someone unfairly because of their gender. What is expected of you? Everyone is expected to treat men and women equally. Even if you are a family member like a husband, father, or brother, you must never you must never control what a woman wears.
Mark, I genuinely thought this was satire when I saw screenshots.
So did I.
I was like, oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
I was
Good
like,
one.
this is about as on the nose
Yeah.
a sort of right-wing satire as you could get,
Yeah,
and it's an
absolutely.
official government document.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens if you do not follow these rules? It can have serious consequences. If your behaviour is controlling or threatening, it may also be treated as domestic abuse, which is a crime. You could get into trouble with the police. It could affect your asylum claim.
Could.
And we've seen what actually happens to people when they do fall foul of these traditions and customs. Now let's see what else they're being told. I'm sure it's about, what sort of... Oh, no, it's domestic abuse. Now then, I think we all know what that is.
Perhaps not, because there's a definition there, just in case you've no idea.
I say we. I mean, who's we, Pete? How do we all know what that means? Who are we including in this we? Because apparently some people don't understand this stuff. Now, this is an interesting section. Consent. What does that mean? Both people freely agree to those things. In the UK, the law is clear and strict. Both people must agree. Consent is needed in every situation. Even if you're married or in a relationship with someone, they must consent. Again, what might happen if they don't follow this? You could go to prison. Now, interesting, at this point it says it will affect your asylum claim.
But you could not go to prison.
Yeah, you could not. Important, legal age of consent. 16. Goodness me, it's just so young then, isn't it? 16.
Yeah, it is.
But okay, that's the UK law, and under that they are considered a child. That's a serious crime. There are no exceptions to this rule. Even if they say, yes, that's illegal, you could go to prison. Goodness me. Respect in public. People have different beliefs, religions, cultures, relationships, and ways of life. You must treat others with respect, even if you disagree with their beliefs or how they live. Now, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that really something that we do in the UK?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? You must never make comments to someone, even if you think it's a compliment.
Just imagine reading this and you're like, wait, what is that? What does that mean? I'm going to be second guessing everything I ever think.
Yeah.
Is it a compliment?
It's
Is
like,
it
I don't want to could be arrested.
Yeah.
I don't want this to could affect my asylum claim. Yeah. So that's that leaflet, Peter. Now that's, as I say, an interesting choice of topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are, of course, to wonder aloud why those particular topics were chosen over other topics that could have been chosen. However, the good thing is the government has issued this leaflet, and so therefore all of that stuff is now not going to happen.
Of course, yeah.
So that's good.
Because now everyone knows this is what's required of you. This is what's expected of you. This is what our values are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because they obviously want to come here, so they're the values that they're coming to uphold and be a part of, right?
Yeah.
That's what people want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's great. That's great.
Prior to that leaflet being published on the website, it just wasn't explicitly clear, whether or not essay was okay.
Yeah.
Right, or whether it was okay to control every aspect of a woman's life. There was quite a lot of ambiguity in society. Like how many of these things are allowed? What are our values? But now we can all go to the government website. It's all clear. Problem solved.
I mean, what are we really expecting of people? That they've got to gonna sit and read through every single law of the country and make sure, it's a bit onerous, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've identified the gap and they've given a leaflet. So that's good. Yeah. It's a good thing. I think we know why they've chosen those topics. I think it's reasonably obvious. But apparently, I'm given to understand, Peter, that it's very right-wing to say that.
Very. Yeah.
Whoa.
Very.
It's a very offensive thing to say. Now, the wonderful Dan Hodges of the Mail on Sunday. Mail on Sunday. Dan Hodges. I actually quite like Dan Hodges. Sometimes he can be quite hit and miss. This is a bit of a miss. He said, "It's another example of the strange nature of our current debate that saying there should not be cultural relativism and migrants should be clearly told they have an obligation to obey Britain's laws and cultural norms is framed by some as being exceptionally liberal or woke."
It's just such a bad take.
Sometimes Dan Hodges is really sharp. Like, he's a very clever guy. He takes quite a lot of stick on Twitter, and he takes it in very good humour. Bless him. But there are times when he is so tone deaf. He's so, I don't know whether he's doing it deliberately, whether this is performative misunderstanding, which there's obviously a lot of on the left at the moment, or whether, I don't think that's true here. I think he genuinely thought that and tweeted it. Now, audience, if you agree there and you don't see what the problem is either, maybe we should try and explain. Well, I tried to explain it to Dan in a reply tweet. So let's imagine you're going to someone's house, and there's another person who is going into the house walks in before you, and you hear the host say to them, "Hello, before you come in, please make sure that you don't essay anyone in the house. Thank you."
Yeah.
Would you then go, she's just explaining the rules of the house? I mean, it'd be very liberal and woke of me to assume that she needed to say that to that particular person for a particular reason. Yeah, I'll walk in with my kids and go into this house. I feel perfectly safe because, for whatever reason, this person needed that explaining. But now they've heard it. So it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah, expectations are clear. Yeah. Yeah, it's mental that the very fact that the government felt that it was necessary or worthwhile publishing this speaks volumes.
Of course it does.
And it's like, okay, so everything that all of these, everyone who's far right has been talking about for years is actually correct then. That we really should be worried about these things happening in our communities. Like, what is it that that you're not telling us? if you feel it's necessary to publish this.
Well, never mind not telling us. They spend every waking moment pretending that it's not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, just listen to, not that I ever do this, I can't stand the guy, but apparently if you listen to James O'Brien on LBC, you'll be given both barrels every day. You'll be told just how stupid you are for worrying about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's amazing though that I just love the idea that somehow a little pamphlet given out to to people who are breaking the law to come into the country, or reading this little pamphlet is going to just totally make them reevaluate their moral compass.
That's right.
And can you pull up the leaflet again? I don't know if we've got the one with the images, but it's like, can you imagine that whatever graphic design team they've got at the Home Office, they're given this brief. Oh yeah, we're creating a leaflet for asylum seekers. Oh, what kind of asylum seekers? Like all of them? Oh well, the ones who commit, SA and that kind of thing. Okay. So what do you think in terms of like color palette? What should we go for? Maybe like varying shades of salmon, magenta. Something really intimidating that conveys strength and the idea like don't mess with us.
Yeah. While you're at it, the
you're in my
language
house.
should be,
don't mess with me.
Yeah, it could affect your ability to stay.
Yeah. And you've got all these curvy lines and this vibe of like, I don't know, some sort of like information poster for menstrual cycles or something. It's like, who thought this is really gonna?
You might be refused dessert.
Yeah. Like I don't know much about graphic design, but I'm sure they think about the target audience, right? That's surely one of the first things you do. Oh dear.
So, Dan has spectacularly missed the point here. Let me make it clear: if there is a person who arrives in the country illegally, by the way, and they need that explaining to them, just detain them and deport them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think this is. I don't know why people get so emotional about this topic. It's so straightforward to me. It's just so easy. It's dangerous to have you here. It is dangerous to the people who are already here, both the native population and the people who have come here legally and done everything properly and are living quiet, law-abiding lives, contributing to the nation. You are a danger to everyone here. Like, no, you may not come in. If you want to seek asylum in the UK, great. There's a process for that. You don't need to be here for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is one of those things. I don't understand why this has been tagged a right-wing issue. It's so weird. Why is it that? Why do we not just all agree on this? We saw that absolute mega dinghy come over. Did you see that massive boat?
A few weeks ago. Yeah,
huge thing came over with I think a couple of hundred people on it. I say people, men.
Yes, men. Yeah,
men. This leaflet is for men, and these countries are sending their men. Like they come from France. So as far as I'm concerned, if you land on the shores of the south of England and you came from France, you're not an asylum seeker. Sorry, you're not. As soon as you've fled the country that you are fleeing and you've landed in a safe country, stop there and start the process. I absolutely feel for anyone fleeing danger in their home countries. And there's an asylum system set up for that reason. But you're coming to England. You're coming to England because you fancy it. That's why you're coming to England.
Well, that's a key point, Mark. There's a system set up for it.
Yeah.
So use the system.
Yeah, we had a scheme in place. We had I think it was Sunak, was it? Had the Rwanda scheme set up. As soon as Starmer came in, he just canned it. It's like if you land here, you're already a criminal. You've already committed a crime. You've entered the country illegally. You've done something wrong. You've done something illegal. It's against the law. You should be arrested, detained, and just taken off the islands.
Yeah. I just don't understand why it's so complicated.
It's so weird. We had an agreement with a third country, but we've got overseas territories. I mean, why is this such a? I don't understand why this has been allowed to become such a problem, and the difficulty with allowing it to have become such a problem is you turn people who would otherwise have been completely okay with generally the idea of immigration, generally okay with the idea of asylum, even completely turning against it because they're like, oh, you're going to take the mick out of us, right? Fine, well, none of you can come then. And is that really where we want to get to? I completely understand people now just saying, just stop the asylum system altogether. If this is what it's going to be like, no.
Yeah, it's utter madness. And the other thing is, where are all the feminists? You know, why is this such a right-wing issue when everything we read out was about the danger to women and children?
Yeah.
Everything. All of it. So where are all the, like we're talking about our women and children. Where is all the noise about that? It absolutely baffles me. And the people's refusal, you know, and we see this, we've touched on other issues recently where you just see people's refusal to actually acknowledge and protect the real victims in situations. And if a pamphlet, if a leaflet like that is necessary, if the government feels it's worthwhile doing that, then we have big problems, and we have vulnerable people in our society in danger, and the people who, you know, harp on and on and on about feminism and women's rights and everything, completely silent. It's astonishing.
The other thing I don't understand about the left just letting this go is that this is people trafficking. It's organised crime.
Exactly.
Why on earth? I don't understand why the left has abandoned various hills. Like, they've abandoned free speech. They've just let the right own free speech. Weird. And then organised crime, people trafficking, illegal immigration. They've just decided, no, that's too racism coded. We can't get involved with anything.
And we're talking about, you know, how many stories have there been over the years of people freezing to death in the back of lorries? You know,
that's right.
Being driven across Europe. It's like, these are horrifying things that you, by extension, are supportive of, because that's part of the whole. That's how it all happens. You get the pushback. Oh, you don't really care about people. So are we going to have a fight about who cares more about people when there's people being trafficked? Like, I don't get it doesn't make sense to me why they abandon it. Like, the British people are very, very, on the whole, fair-minded, generally very welcoming, and like when Hong Kong was going through some issues a few years ago, there was some serious threats from China, and we welcomed in loads of Hong Kongers into the UK. There was no pushback against that, as far as I remember. It was like, yes, these people need help and it's a time of need. And when the Ukraine war kicked off, we welcomed in loads of Ukrainian refugees. It's the idea that we're being taken for a ride. This is the big problem, and we're being gaslit into thinking that you are a racist if you're against this, and these people are fine, and we must spend all of our money in making sure that they're okay, and we put them up in hotels, and it's like, hang on. You can't just let people illegally or break the law waltzing into the country and then just give them everything. It's not fair. Yeah.
In the nicest possible way. These people have committed crimes. They need to be treated as such.
Yeah. And people, you know, people die making that trip.
Exactly.
People die making that. You know, that, like, it is mostly men, but not too long ago there was a child, wasn't there, who died on the journey on a dinghy, and it's like, well, the mental gymnastics to just ignore that, and you know, that's what happens, you know. Nothing we can do about it.
Not long ago, one of the boats was coming across, had mostly men and 3 women. The 3 women arrived dead.
Wow.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah.
Or just so happened that the 3 only women just died on that boat. I'm going to make some assumptions about what happened to them.
Yeah.
And a leaflet's not going to fix it.
No. Well, reading the leaflet only... the leaflet's been created because the government also is making those assumptions. So,
well, obviously what happened to those women on that boat happened because they hadn't read the leaflet yet. They hadn't arrived on the shores and hadn't been given it yet. I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Not a peep from the left on this. I don't get it. All they do is they get cross when you raise it. As I said, every now and then James O'Brien pops up on my feed and I'm like, I can't listen to this guy. I just can't listen to him. He's so obnoxious. He's so deliberately he's not misunderstanding it. He isn't misunderstanding. Dan Hodges is misunderstanding. James O'Brien's not misunderstanding. He knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing when he has these people on and berates them for making perfectly sensible statements. Right. It's just disgraceful. Look, Australia had a massive problem with this many years ago of people arriving on boats. They solved it.
Mm-hmm.
You sadly, when a problem gets so bad, you need to go quite hard initially. People get uncomfortable with that. I'm sorry, if you'd have been doing your job up until this point, we wouldn't have to do that. But you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are people trying to come to England? Because the benefits are so good. That's why they're coming. Take the incentives away. Human beings respond to incentives and disincentives. That's all anyone is doing, and I don't blame any individual for doing that. I don't blame any individual for responding to an incentive. You're facing a life of hardship, and you know that you can get thousands of pounds by coming to the UK. Why wouldn't you do it? Okay?
Yeah.
But if it's blocked off to you, and you understand that that's actually not going to be possible, you won't do it. And it will stop.
It just wouldn't be worth it anymore. Wouldn't be worth the risk.
It won't be worth it, and it will stop them risking their lives trying to get across the channel. People look at the channel on a map like they think it's this small waterway. The channel is 21 miles long at its shortest point.
Yeah.
It's a shipping lane. It is off the coast of England. It's cold. Like, if you go off there, you're dead. You're going to be going in front of massive container ships. It's so dangerous. You have got to stop people from trying to cross there.
With such a soft touch, and you come here and you live a very comfortable life.
Well, this is the problem, right? We are a soft touch to people who want to do it the wrong way. This is what winds me up. Like, you and I know plenty of people who have come to this country to uphold our values. They've come to be part of the country. They've come to contribute to it. They've come to flourish here, to thrive here. Wonderful people. They've done it all the right way. How does the country treat them? How does the government treat legal migrants? People who get the solicitor, pay for it themselves, who pay for all the documentation, who get messed around by the Home Office. We treat them like crap.
Yeah, we really do. And I know from experience, because my wife has just got citizenship, British citizenship after a 10-year journey. Which
congratulations to Peter's wife.
Yeah. Oh, such a relief. But I won't bore people with the stories, but like, there have been so many times over the last 10 years where it's just been, it's looked like an insurmountable mountain, like that to climb. And you know, we've done everything right, paid so much money, and then we've had applications rejected. Clearly, people just like not looking properly at applications, or just it's clearly just so much incompetence, and people who want to do it right just get screwed over all the time. I don't know anyone, and we know a lot of people who've moved here from abroad, and I don't know anyone who hasn't had a nightmare dealing with the Home Office. And and you can understand, but it's exacerbated by, you can see how the more illegal immigration you've got, the harder they're going to make legal migration, because the overall numbers are just too high, and both just the whole situation gets worse and worse.
Well, this is it. So they start taking it out on the people who are trying to do it right, because they can't solve the problem of the people who are doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So they start just being unpleasant to people who are doing everything right. I mean, migration it's so weird that you have to say that you think immigration is good or bad. I don't understand that. For me, immigration is a fact of life. You should have controls of it. You should have limits on it. There should be processes, of course. And any country, any sovereign nation has the absolute right to deny anyone coming into their country. It's up to them. So if another country says, no, I don't want you, then I don't go. That's not I can't insist on another country taking me. Why would I be able to do that? But I live here, and we have laws, and they're not being enforced.
Yeah.
And we're putting off people who we want here, and encouraging people who we don't.
Yeah.
What a perverse system.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a wide. I said this to your wife. Welcome to Britain, and that's a good taste for what you're going to expect, because the way Britain treats the law-abiding, the way Britain treats people who are trying to do everything right, is by overtaxing them, by restricting all of their liberties, and by punishing them for every single minor infraction. And people who don't try and abide by all those laws just get coddled constantly.
Yeah.
So,
Mark, we had one application rejected a few years ago. Right, we had a 2-year-old at the time. The woman on the woman on the phone at the Home Office was just blasé, like, "Oh yeah, so you'll need to leave the country by the end of the year. This is to someone who works in the NHS with a child here, married to a British citizen," and you're like, just so blasé, so casual. Sorry, yeah, you're gonna have to go, and all the while, we don't even know how many people are coming in illegal. We've got no clue. And we're incentivizing it and publishing ridiculous leaflets like this. So
Exactly.
there's clearly a major problem. We're all just being gaslit.
Again, I don't understand why this is going to be controversial to say, but apparently it is going to be controversial to say. I'm going to say it anyway. You can just say, we're not taking any people from this country. You can just say that. Like, we're a sovereign nation. We want to say, Afghanistan, we're not taking any men from Afghanistan for the next 3 years. We can do that. You know?
But as we know, there's nothing worse than the accusation of being racist. So
Exactly.
it'll never be done.
So we won't.
You know, and we'd even be quite happy accepting, you know, that children will die in the Channel and people will freeze to death in vans. You know, that's just what we have to do in order to avoid the accusation, right?
Oh, and also there's English people who do all of those things, Peter. So that's a slam dunk argument, apparently.
Oh yeah,
We've already got people here who
might
already
need
do
to
those
revise
things.
all of this, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah. So why not just add a few more in? It seems like a very watertight argument.
Yeah.
To me. But anyway, look, the British people are nothing if not helpful, Pete. And look, you know, people have been helpfully advising the government on some other things that we might want to just, you know, let people know as they arrive. For instance, essaying and or stabbing to death or decapitating another human just because you have low impulse control is frowned upon in Britain. Attempting to do so may impact your asylum claim. That's helpful advice, isn't it? With the same little aesthetic.
Yeah, yes.
There's Donna Louise had a bit of a thread of these things, so we're going to have a little look at them. In the UK, voodoo human sacrifices are not permitted. If you harm or kill someone as part of a voodoo ritual, you could go to prison. It is still murder if it is for spiritual or religious reasons. A priest, healer, or elder asked you to do it. You believe it will help your community. The person consented. You do it as part of a ritual or ceremony. We've got the same aesthetic going on there. Oh, I don't know. That person is being arrested. Not could. Here's another one. Stabbing people is illegal in the UK. Stabbing is against the law. You must never stab or attack anyone with a knife.
They
These
did a
rules
little bit
apply
better
everywhere.
with the aesthetics here, a little bit more threatening, you know.
Yeah, an angry man. Oi. Don't do this. You could be arrested and sent to prison. Speak to staff at your accommodation. Grooming is for dogs, not little girls.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh my
We laugh,
goodness.
right? This is satire, but it's really not
This is the thing.
it's not more, like, it's no more incredible than the ones on the GOVT.uk talking about SA. It's like, good
Exactly.
grief.
And this is satire, but is no different to exactly what is in the official
Yeah.
government document. It's the same thing. Now, why would they not issue that one? Because there's people already doing that on an industrial scale.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not allowed to talk about it because it's racist.
Don't
Do
want
not
spewing
essay.
hate.
Yeah. Do not essay the local wildlife. This may affect your asylum application. Oh my word. Albinos do not have gold nuggets stored inside their skulls.
Attempting to extract them may impact your asylum claim.
Please do not engage in cannibalism. Please do not wage jihad.
No one's doing that though.
No.
If you're listening to this, you just need to go and look at the whole thread.
Just go and look at it.
It's amazing.
I'll put a link to the full thread in the description. Please do not eat your neighbour's pets. In the UK, we do not catch and eat cats, dogs, or seagulls. They've got a seagull.
The ducks in the park are not free to eat.
And then we've got the hot. No, look, catching that swan. Then I mean, this one. It's like this has been done satirically, but is exactly the same tonally as the official one.
Absolutely.
I mean, invasive medieval misogyny is not quite how the Home Secretary put it, but
the bullet points.
Yeah. Saying farm animals is a serious crime in the UK.
Sad looking sheep.
Yeah. I mean, this needs to be included, Peter. How are people supposed to know? How are they supposed to know? I think we get the picture. The Dan Hodges of this world will be entirely bemused by that thread. They'll be completely perplexed. I don't understand. All we're doing is explaining the culture. Isn't that what you want?
Just so that there's no misunderstanding. Yeah.
It's like I want people to be able to understand that when you go into a pub, you just go up to the bar. You don't queue in a single file. That's the sort of level at which you should be training people into UK customs. Right? Yeah. Drive on the left, not on the right. You know, we should be able to assume a base level of humanity before then teaching the slight nuances of the country.
Yeah.
If we're having to start all the way back there.
Oh, and for the very first thing you talk about being SA, right? Or
exactly.
Domestic violence. It's like, if that's top of the list, whoa.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
Rethink whether you just let those people roam free in the country.
Yeah.
Now, you sent me this, Peter. This was apparently this was done, was it in 2020 or something? This was in Finland. This was to teach new arrivals in Finland. Well, you can see what they're teaching them. Let's just watch this.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch.
It's incredible. What we need to do, Mark, maybe this would solve it. What we need to do is have like volunteers lining up on the south coast,
on the beaches,
taking shifts. Yeah, on the beaches. As the dinghies arrive,
yes,
they do a little performance for everyone.
They do a little dance, and they shake their legs like that. Those two guys. This was definitely this woman's idea, and she was like to these guys, "You will join in. You will be doing this." But I don't have a no-no square. Yes, you do. We've all got a no-no square. Don't touch me.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
They must have done some consultation with this local council in Finland before they did the whole pamphlet thing.
Why isn't there a link to that video on the pamphlet?
Yeah.
It would tell everyone everything that they needed to know. As I said earlier, you're going to wind people up. Now, there'll be people on the left, quote unquote, who'll just be like, well, yeah, but they're racist, and they wouldn't want people coming to this country anyway. No. There's a massive swathe of Middle England who were completely happy with, controlled numbers of legal immigration, and to have an asylum system set up where we will, out of compassion for people fleeing terrible situations in their home countries, to to find solace in the UK. When you let this sort of thing happen, and the amount of crime we are seeing from this, and it just is, I hate this word because it's such a politics word, but the optics of it just looks dreadful. And you are going to make people turn to people who are offering solutions of, we will stop everything, right? That's where you're going to push them.
Yeah.
Well, if you vote for them, then you're a racist anyway. Okay, I don't really know where else to go with you. If that's your thought process, just keep listening to James O'Brien. He will keep feeding you with slop, if that's all you want. But the people. Here's the thing. I am pro-migration. In my state of pro-migration, I am as anti-illegal immigration as you can get. Why?
Yeah.
Because illegal immigration undermines legal migration.
Mm-hmm.
It just does. Just like illegal most things undermines the legal version of it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Precisely.
I am against illegal things. I mean, I know that's a very right wing of me. If you fail to keep control of this, you're going to wind everyone up, and you're going to force them into the arms of people who are going to do things that you're not going to like.
Yeah. But it's just the government being able to say, like, well, we've done something about it. You know, we produced this leaflet, and we're going to give it to all of our new arrivals. So we're educating people, and but it's a little bit like those emergency notifications we had a few weeks ago about leaving
barbecues outside.
Barbecues, that's right, unattended and stuff. And you're like, well, the people who don't know what they're doing with a barbecue are not the ones who are going to pay any attention to a text with a really obnoxious alarm from the government. And it's the same thing here. It's like the people who are committing these crimes are not going to be deterred by a little song and dance, and they're not going to have the minds changed by some salmon-coloured leaflet.
For those of you who don't know what Peter's talking about, maybe for our American viewers, hello American viewers, we love having you here. We had the government abused the emergency notification system. They've got this system where the government can send an alarm to all mobile phones, and it overrides everything. It just sends this alarm. It's supposed to be for imminent emergencies, i.e. the Russians are coming, there's been a nuclear bomb, there is some absolute imminent danger to life. They said, please don't have any barbecues, it's a bit hot out there. Like, amazing. I'm not being funny. I knew that was going to happen the moment they introduced that system. I switched it off the moment they introduced that system. I remember people go, "Oh, you're just being a contrarian. Oh, this is important. Oh, you're turning it off. You're just being performatively right wing." I was like, the government cannot be trusted with a system like this. They will prove it at some point. At this point, I'm switching it off. So I didn't get the alert because I had it off. And then as soon as they abused it the first time they used it, and everyone realised that I was right, everyone else switched it off as well. So now we have a useless, non-functioning emergency system because the government can't be bloody trusted with it.
Yeah. The funny thing is judging by what the government have published on their website for asylum seekers, what would have been a more useful use for this notification system would have been to warn people of all of the undocumented illegal migrants who are committing SA all over the place.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. We're being invaded. Another boat's landed. The government cannot be trusted. Do not trust the government with anything. But listen, maybe you disagree with us. Maybe you're like, Pete, Mark, you are chatting absolute wham bars, mate. You need to be corrected. Someone is saying something wrong on the internet. Well, there's a comment section for you. That's what that's for. It's also for people being nice to us. Please be nice to us. Comment down below. Do you agree? What are your thoughts? Like the video and that, because if you liked it, you should like it. And also, thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. We've got over 1,100 subscribers now. We are delighted with every single one of you. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you like what we're doing, you'll see all of those videos that we produce in the future. We try and do at least once a week, and you can be part of the club. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.